Good morning, people. Good morning. Today we're doing maintenance on the truck. I'm gonna be changing out my fuel filters, changing out my dash lights, cleaning out the inside, throwing some stuff away. I can't remember the last time I've had this truck this close to home. I know it's been over a month, so that's pretty much what I'm getting done today. Like I said, change some fuel filters out, LED lights in the dash. I have red ones, but the red ones, man, they're not as bright as I would like. So I just got some white LED ones. So we'll put those in there just so we can actually be able to see the gauges at night. I'm trying to think what else I need to do. And then besides just cleaning the truck out. So yeah, so I'm already the truck. So I'm about to get my day started. Let's do it. When it comes to working on my truck, man, I hate going behind so-called professionals. And I'm gonna show you what I mean. I'm trying to take this fuel filter off. This damn thing is on there so fucking tight that that's not getting it off. That's not getting it off. That is on there so fucking tight. That doesn't make any sense to me. Same thing with that one. I tried it once and I already got a big ass dent in there. These fuel filters should not be on there this fucking tight, man. It really shouldn't. So now what I'm gonna have to do is get a ram it through here with my hammer and then manually twist it off. That don't make any fucking sense, man. It really doesn't. All you have to do is snug it up there and then give it a half a turn and then it's fine. But to get up on there, man, and that don't make any sense to me. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. And then after I change the filters out, I gotta change out the AC line. Put it down somewhere. I don't know where I put it at now, but yeah, I got the AC line I gotta change out. Once I change the AC line out, I'll get the system recharged and vacuumed and all that stuff tomorrow. So yeah, y'all give me a second. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all remember when I said that fuel filter should not have been on that damn tight? I ended up breaking my fuel filter wrench. So now I'm gonna have to go buy another one. But that's what was in my old fuel filter right there. Now mind you, I've been fueling at the Flying J and Pilot for the last four weeks. And that's what's in the diesel right there. Mind you, when I fuel at TA and Petro, my fuel filters don't look like this whenever I change my fuel filters. And I change my fuel filters every 5,000 miles. So I get a PM, and then the first 5,000 miles I change my fuel filters. The next 5,000 miles, I'm getting another PM. So I'm doing my PMs at every 10,000 miles. That's the new fuel filter that's put on. As you can see, it's not beat up. It's not dirty. This is how I like my fuel filters to be put on. I don't want my fuel filters put on with all types of smudge and marks and none of that crap on there. You know. So like I said, I change my fuel filters every 5,000 miles and do my PMs every 10,000 miles. So the next time I get a PM, or the next time my fuel filters get changed, it'll be with the PM of the actual getting the oil change, the truck greased up and all that. So when I do go back and get my PM done, I'll let them know, hey, only snug the fuel filters on there. That was crazy, man. Look at the big old mess I made just from having to use my sludge hammer and this big old flathead to hammer it through. Then I had to just wrench it off like that, man. That's fucking annoying. And mind you, these are supposed to be professionals, man. Professionals are the ones who's supposed to be working on these trucks, and then they do stupid stuff like that. So when a person like myself who's a DIY, I have to handle stuff like this, man, and get more dirty than I really intended to. So I am finna go run to AutoZone, get another filter wrench, because this bull crap right here, man, it's not working for me. It ain't doing what it's supposed to do. I ordered this off of Amazon months back because I was gonna start doing my own PMs as well. And, you know, it came recommended, but I couldn't get the motherfucker just to even turn the damn thing or even just latch on there strong enough. So we got the secondary fuel filter changed out. Now like I said, I'm gonna go get a filter wrench so I can change out that primary one. And then after I change out the primary one, I got my AC line My AC line is right here. And I'll show y'all where that goes. Look at the big mess, man. So it's the AC line comes from the top of the compressor right here. Top of the compressor, and it goes down to the firewall right here. So my issue with this line is leaking right here. So when you try to charge, the system is leaking from here. Mind you, I've actually changed this. I've changed both of these, and this one still looks to be in decent shape. I mean, it's not leaking. Still has this cap on it, but this one, for whatever reason, it looks pretty shitty. And if y'all can tell, man, these right here have been crimped off and welded off or whatever. That's to go to the sleeper. I deleted the sleeper AC, so there's no lines and stuff going under the sleeper. But yeah, that's what I'm finna get on. So like I said, I'm finna go run to the parts store. I'm gonna go run inside the stove and wash my hands. And then yeah, we'll head on the AutoZone. All right, I went and washed my hands, and then something just said just walk around in the stove. You know, it is technically a small little truck stop. Not that big, but I mean they got shit for trucks. So yeah, same pretty much filter rinse that I already had. The grip on this one seems a little better. $12.99 came out to 14 bucks. Oh, excuse me. So that saved me a trip to AutoZone. We'll see if this one works better than this one right here that broke. Yeah, I don't even remember where I got this one from, to be honest with you. But I know I've had it for a couple years. So it's done a few fuel filter changes. Now as far as the oil filter, and it's categorized as an oil filter wrench. It might be like for an oil filter wrench for a car, but as far as the fuel filter, it fits directly. So I can see it fits with not too much space in between it. So, but the oil filters are bigger than this, so this wouldn't fit over my oil filters. So with these fuel filters, at least on my truck, right, they're technically upside down. So righty-tighty, lefty-loosey is the opposite for the filters that are on my truck. So you would typically, like I say, righty-tighty, right to tight, left to loose. But it's the opposite because it's technically upside down. So if I want to loosen it up, I gotta go to the left. And if I want to tighten, hold up, did I say that right? Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So it's the opposite. So if I want to tighten it up, I go this way. If I want to loosen it up, I go that way. If that makes any sense to you. So right now I'm finna loosen this one up, so I go to the left. So you're going counterclockwise. That's to loosen it up. So as y'all can see, it is turning. Hope y'all can see that. Alright. I got my fuel leaking down. Got my little thing right there. It's still making a mess, but not as bad as it was on the last one. That's pretty much how you change a fuel filter on a 60 series. I cranked the truck up, I let it run for a minute or two, high idle, and I cut it off. And so, yeah, you just come out of here counterclockwise. Did I say that right? Clockwise to loosen it up, counterclockwise to tighten it up. So like I said, it's the opposite of righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And yeah, I'll pull that off. I keep this jug in my truck at all times. It's an old injector cleaner jug, and I just filled it up with diesel. So anytime I change my fuel filters, the next time I get fuel, I'll top it off again. But like I said, I've been fueling at the TA and I've been fueling at the Flying J and Pilot, and I'm not liking the color of the fuel that's coming out, man. I'm just being honest with you. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this filter off. I'll get the next one prepped and then put it back on. All right, it's starting to sprinkle, but fuel filters are changed. Y'all can see, and they are clean. How I like them. Didn't make as big of a mess because I was able to take that off with the fuel filter wrench. Because like I said, technically this is an oil filter wrench, but hey, it did what it had to do, right? As y'all can see. New fuel filters, like I said, it's starting to sprinkle right now. I don't got my cap on my head. I don't want to get my hair wet. So I'm going to just sit in the truck for now and relax. Wait for it to pass over. It is cloudy right here. Like I said, I'm gonna just sit in the truck and wait. And I'm gonna clean up my trash first though. I'm gonna leave the hood pop. I mean, a little water ain't gonna hurt nothing. I do need to put some zip ties on this right here, so I'm gonna do that when the rain do stop. I'll zip tie that together. So there was a zip tie right there, right here. But yeah. So yeah, fuel filters will change. Like I said, next we're gonna do the AC line, and then lastly I'll do the LED lights for the dash. The LED lights for the dash is not like something that needs to be not done now, but some fuel filters need to be done now. The AC line needs to be done now. So when I drop this trailer back off at the terminal in the morning, and I'll be heading out at like 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm trying to get it done now. So once I drop this trailer off at the terminal, my next load to start my 5th week will be pick up a clean trailer from the tank wash, drop it off at a customer on Monday. Then I'll come back Tuesday and pick that load up. And then I have a Tuesday 9 p.m. appointment in New Orleans to get that trailer unloaded. And then what I'll do is after I get it unloaded, I'll come back over here, sleep here, and then go back to the terminal Wednesday morning. But yeah, the rain's starting to pick up, so I'm gonna go ahead and get inside and get all my trash and stuff up. You know, always make sure you clean up behind yourself, man. Don't be the reason trucks get kicked out of a spot, you know what I'm saying? Obviously that down there I can't do nothing about, but it's about to rain, so hopefully, you know what I'm saying, that'll help clear that up. But as far as like your actual trash, your filters, stuff like this, don't leave that out, man. Clean up after yourself. All right, so now what we're gonna do is crank the truck up. I'm gonna have to rev it up once I get it started. You shouldn't have to spray no starter fluid in there, man. Should not have to spray no starter fluid in there. Here we go. Crank right on up. Give it some gas. Not sure if y'all caught that, but after I cranked it up, it fluttered a little bit, and that was that air getting through. So we're trying to get that air out the system. So you have to give it some gas and throttle, or you can just idle it up. This is what I usually do. We'll idle up to 10. This is how I track my miles when it's time for my PM and my fuel filter changes. So as y'all can see, I done went 5,100 miles since I last changed it. So you know, like I said, 5,000 miles, it's time to change it. So instead of it done kind of stopped raining already or sprinkling, so I'm gonna get back out here, change this AC line. As you can see, that is gonna be real simple to change. I am gonna put some Teflon on both ends, from the end of the AC compressor and the end of the firewall. Once I put that Teflon on there, I'll just set these on there, man, tighten them up, and then we'll be good to go on that. Then next, I'll be changing out my LED lights on the dash. I'm not gonna record that. I'm not even sure if I'll update y'all on that. I may not. But like I said, I have red lights. Only red lights just don't do justice, man. Y'all can't even tell, but yeah, I got red lights in there, and yeah, it's not doing the best. I don't know if I told y'all about this radio, man. It's a 10.1 inch single DIN radio screen. I usually just run the Android Auto on it with the cable that runs around right here. Plug it into my business line, and I usually just use Google Maps and, you know, play YouTube music. It does have a hotspot, so I can watch YouTube, Netflix, whatever else I want to put on there. But I mean, I don't really deal with none of that stuff while I'm driving. Usually when I'm driving, I'm on the phone the whole time anyways. But yeah, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get up out here, loosen up them AC lines, so I go ahead and drop these on, and then we'll go ahead and get the lights done. Thought I was being slick by going to Family Dollar, thinking I would just run in and out. Nope. Still had to end up coming to AutoZone, so I got the Teflon right here from AutoZone. 2-pack for 99 cents. I ended up getting 4 of them. And the crazy thing is, I have some of these at home, man, but I didn't want to go home, so it's like the AutoZone was closer than me going home. And plus, I need to keep stuff like this in the truck anyways, which I know I have some in the truck. I just don't know where it's at. So that's a part of me cleaning the truck out so I can find the stuff. So I got 4 2-packs of these. So I know I'm gonna keep at least 2 or 3 of them in the truck. Keep some in the dually. I'm in the dually right now. You know, just keep some in all the cars. So whenever I'm working on shit, I got what I need. Once again, another piece that was put on too tight. Now I told y'all I've changed these lines before. Now these lines have been taken off and put back on since I've once changed them. And the reason I know that is because there's no Teflon on here. Same thing on the AC compressor side. There's no Teflon on there. See, I would never put it back on without putting Teflon on. If I don't have Teflon on me, I will go and run and get some Teflon. So now inside here is a green seal. If y'all can see that, you can barely see it. So I'll have to pop this out. There we go. There's a green seal on there. Now there is one on the new one, so I don't have to reuse the old one. So take that part out. I'll take that end out. I'll Teflon both sides, and then I'll go ahead and slap the new one on. I'm not gonna recharge the system. I'm gonna let my Houston shop recharge the system, but I'm just showing y'all what I'm doing. You know, these small type of things right here will save you money if you do them yourself as an owner-operator. So them fuel filters, most places usually charge about $100 to change out 2 fuel filters, maybe $50 depending on, you know, where you go. If you go into like a TA or Love's or something like that, they're usually gonna hit you for about $100. Then you also gotta pay for the filters. AC line like this, once again, somebody might hit you for, I don't know, man, because they might have to, if you already have coolant inside, they'll have to drain your Freon first, change the line, then recharge the system, and then whatever you don't have to fully use the system with the AC, you'll have to pay for the Freon for what you haven't already lost. But because mine already had a leak and all my Freon leaked out, you know, I'm gonna have to pay just to get the whole system recharged. So that's pretty much what I'll end up paying. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull these lines off. I'm gonna cut these zip ties. I'm gonna put it back together with fresh zip ties, and we'll go from there. But as y'all can see right here, man, this line was rubbing, and you know, it was pretty much on its way out. Anyways, mind you, this is a new line, man. I changed both of these lines at the same time, and I honestly think I would change them on a video. So yeah, just to see the difference between how this line still looks good, you know, and this one doesn't, just tells me, man, it's time to be. I mean, these parts nowadays aren't being made with good quality. So I'm gonna go ahead and change this part out. I'll come back to it. Teflon applied right there. Teflon applied over here as well. And what I was trying to show in the last video, man, I had to put this wrench up here and use it as a leveler, I guess you want to call it, whatever you call it. Because when I was trying to take that bolt off, man, this whole part right here was moving upwards. It was moving upwards. It should not do that. So just another part that was just on there too tight, man. It doesn't make any sense to me. And a lot of these parts and stuff, they have specs of how tight they should be. But the way, man, you just get these mechanics, they just over tighten stuff, man. And then when it comes to a person like myself, who's, like I said, a DIY, man, it just makes it harder for me because I felt like I was about to break this part right here. That part, it should not be bending, and it was. So I'm gonna get this on. So then I still gotta do the lights inside the truck, and I'm gonna get up out of here, man, because it just gets irritating, to be honest with you. Here's the old AC line, and we got the new one on. Routed back with this hose on top of the AC compressor. Now I'm gonna tell y'all like this, I was very friendly with the goddamn name of the tape, Teflon tape. I was very friendly with that Teflon tape on both ends. Mind you, for a 2-pack, like I said, a 2-pack of this was 99 cents. So like I said, I'm not tripping on 99 cents, but I was very friendly with it. I got it on there snug. I didn't over tighten it. When I tightened this down and I got this snug, it didn't even move this whole thing right here. So yeah, that's what we got done today. Changed that AC line out. I put my tools and stuff back up. I had to spray some WD-40 on that one up against the firewall. Fuel filter, mind you, on nice and tight. You can see there's no residue or anything coming down on the filters, so that tells you it's nice and tight. When I crank the truck up and I let it run, check for any leaks. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the lights inside the truck. Like I said, I'm not gonna record that, but this is pretty much how I'm spending my Sunday. Just going over the truck, man, getting it ready for the upcoming week. Like I said, I do my PMs every 10,000 miles. I do my fuel filters every 5,000 miles. That's pretty much what I do to maintain my truck. I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh, you don't have to do all that. I understand I don't, but I'm choosing to do. It's my truck. Fresh filters never hurt anything, just like fresh oil never hurt anything. So any questions or concerns, drop it in the comment section below. If you want to get in contact with me, send me an email at truckingwithbigdaddy@gmail.com. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Catch y'all in the next one.